What's up, Bert?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. My name's Riley. I'm Riley Reed.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good. So first off, I got to say, I'm a huge fan of your comedy. I'm a huge fan of the Machine, and I'm, shocked that you're coming and doing a show in Harrisonburg, Virginia at the Atlantic Union Bank Center. I'm so excited.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm excited, too. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, it's interesting. We've had this new arena. It opened up right before COVID, locked everything down. But we haven't had a ton of huge acts come in other than the Harlem Globetrotters. And don't get me wrong, the Harlem Globetrotters are great. But I mean, you're Bert Kreischer and you're coming to do a show. So if you enjoy it, please tell your friends to try to book there too.
Oh, absolutely. I think sometimes with these arenas, they just need to know that that the fans are there and the fans come out. And so I say to anyone listening, if you're just hearing this, grab some tickets, text a group of friends, come down, and you'll see an amazing show of comedy. And listen, there's a lot of us doing arenas these days. Andrew Schultz, Shane Gillis, Tom Segura, Sebastian Maniscalco. The list is huge, bigger than ever. And, so I think, primarily I think these arenas, for the most part, they don't have a comedy club adjacent, so comedy's a little foreign to them. But, man, the podcast numbers show it. Fans are there. Fans are looking to have a good time, cut loose. Let's go to church early Sunday, pray for what you're going to do Sunday night with me, and then let's do it.
Heck yeah, it's going to be awesome. I got my tickets. My wife's a little mad. This was her Valentine's Day gift for me, and she found out that she got a discount through work just this week, and she's like, why did I find out now? But hey, we're still really excited to come see you. So let's talk about just first off how big 2023 was for you with The Machine coming out in theaters. What was it like to have Mark Hamill play your dad?
It was surreal. I'll tell you the surreal part. For one, number one, acting with Mark Hamill is a masterclass. The guy is just so talented. That's one. Number two is becoming friends with Mark Hamill and getting him to give me advice and just about life, about parenting. We talked about, I was having an issue with my daughter at the time, and it ended up playing itself out in the movie. But Mark's, an amazing father, real family man.
Yeah.
And he was just a real rock. And then the idea that we're, at the end of the day, he's just a bro. And we would go to dinner and have a drink and laugh. He'd tell stories about Star Wars, and it was amazing. It was a great life experience.
That's awesome. I'm very envious of that because, I grew up, I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up hearing Mark Hamill play the Joker. And, for me, it's Hamill, and then it's actually Heath Ledger as the Joker. So, I wanted to see the movie already, but when I heard that Mark Hamill was in it, I was like, I gotta see this. So it's fantastic. It's great. It's on
crazy.
Netflix.
I was unfamiliar with the Joker, and that's all anyone talked about. And I was like, I got to check out this Joker stuff.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Just the range that he has in animation. Have you ever thought about doing any kind of voiceover animation stuff?
I hated it.
Did you really?
I tried to pay my way out of it. It was so tedious.
Oh my gosh.
And then halfway through, I realized everyone I was cast with, they had the pictures up, everyone was black. And I was like, wait, am I playing a black man in this? And they're like, it's an animation. You're not, the guy's purple. It doesn't matter. And I go, yeah, but it seems like everyone's African-American except for me. And they're like, yeah, you're good for the role. And I was like, I think I'm going to get in trouble, guys.
I've heard you do your black guy voice before, and I would say you could pass for what?
I don't even know. I wasn't even doing a black guy voice. I was doing my voice.
Yeah.
And I guess it's a universal dad.
Okay. Cancel culture is so big. Do you think it has really limited comedians?
No, not at all. If anything,
No?
It's made it better.
Really?
I have not taken a chance on stage that I wouldn't have taken 20 years ago. I do the same thing I do. I think I'll say this. I think fans are what matters. If you are unreliable to your fans and you do something disingenuous to who they think you are, I think they turn on you. But I think as long as your fans know that your intent is to make them laugh, your intent was a joke. As far as the joke, and we have done on our podcast, we have done some, highly regrettable things. But I think our fans are there for us, and they're like, yo, I know that you're here to make me laugh. I know that you're just trying to be funny, and so they'll give you a little leeway. I think, if anything, cancel culture has helped comedy. I mean, look at how big comedy is right now. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I named off the top of my head 6 dudes doing arenas. There's more than that. And then when you talk about the theaters, I'm talking 100 dudes selling out theaters. There are 5,000 comics selling out comedy clubs. Comedy is bigger than it's ever been. And I mean, I was at dinner with 2 rock stars last night, and the chef came out to meet me. It's comedy blowing up.
Does your family ever maybe get a little tired of you using them in your set?
Absolutely.
So what do you? How do you mitigate that? I mean, I know that there was that one time you tried to offer your daughter like what was $100,000 to keep a joke in a set, and you ended up not keeping it. But like, what do you do to kind of make sure that everything's okay? Because my family, they just hate me just talking about them on the radio.
Oh,
so I can imagine if it gets trapped on Netflix.
I didn't realize it until the toothpaste was out of the tube. I remember Isla, when I released Secret Time, I said, hey, just, we're in the pool. I said, I tell a lot of stories about you in this. She goes, yeah, I know. I said, I just want to, are you cool with that? And she goes, I know that you love me, and I know they're jokes, and I know they're things I've done. She goes, the only thing I don't like is I don't like people knowing me that I don't know. And that's what makes me uncomfortable. And that you realize anonymity is so valuable, especially to a child. Yeah. And sometimes when you take that away from them, that is the only thing. But usually what I do is, and now I do this, I didn't do this before, ever, but now I kind of they see my set, I run the jokes by them, I try them out before they know about them, and if it works, then I take it to them. I'm not gonna heavy them down with a bunch of stuff that I'm working on, Right. Let's find out if it works first, and then we'll kill it.
How does that process go? Like, who do you usually work your jokes through, like when you're working on new material?
Crowds. I go to the Comedy Store. I was at the Comedy Store last night. I go up and do stand up in the city, and I do obviously I do arenas, and then right now I'm gearing up for a special. So I'll hit Harrisonburg, and then the next night I'm driving out to Chappelle's Club to do one show out there just to keep with it, and then I drive out to North Carolina to a club, small comedy club, 150 seats, and those shows are really loose, really exploratory. I'll smoke weed maybe before I go on stage or have a drink. I'll get really kind of in the headspace of writing.
Yeah. So that's definitely got to be the headspace of writing. Like you got to be in a different mental space, essentially, like with
it's like it is problem solving. So what you do is you have a joke and you think about it nonstop, and then as you can't focus on it, but as you sit and chew on things, it gets better and better and better, and that's the process I'm in right now. I need one joke. I need one story for this special that I haven't found yet, and that's my white whale. It always is. And so in doing that, focusing on that, all of a sudden all the pieces fall in place for the other jokes because you're not really dialed in on them. You're just kind of playing with them. But yeah, and so the hour right now is really tight. Okay. But I just am missing something.
Yeah. Just missing that machine or the flying dildo.
I think it's something. I don't know. I feel like maybe all the stories are a tad bit similar. I don't think you'd see that as a fan, but if you know me, like my wife, you'd be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Well, are we going to get any new material on Sunday?
Oh, the show Sunday is the hour that I'm getting ready for Netflix. So you'll get, I do about an hour 45. So, and I always close with the machine. And if the fans want it, I'll tell it. Whatever stories they want at the end, I tell. It's a real fun, big show. We bring a huge stage with us. We have huge screens on the side. I bring my own sound, my own lighting package. It is an event. It should be an event. If you're paying to see me in an arena, you should be overwhelmed. We have a camera that shows up at the beginning. Dudes rip their shirts off. It really is interactive fun. And this hour is tight. I'll tell you, 43 minutes into it, you're going to go, Jesus Christ, that was holy crap. And then the last 17, you're going to be like, okay, he's working on that.